everybody, Failure9600 here, and today we're going to be playing some more Castle Crashers. So, as you continue on into Lava World, if you had some lost health, you can go ahead and fuel back up here. So now we get introduced to two of the more annoying enemies in the game, where fight this. I really don't recommend leaving the stage at that point, because it can be pretty annoying to have to fight that boss again. If you got nearly as lucky as I did, to get him in that thing. Basically what I just did was XXY, then right straight. Oh, okay, so when that happens, you just have to move the left stick back and forth very, very rapidly to get him off your face. They telegraph when they're about to do that, though, when they turn orange and look like they're about to leap for you. So one more thing I should mention is these mushrooms, if you cut them up, pretty much 100% of the time, they will have a fruit in them. Once again, though, I do recommend carrying at least one potion at all times. That's a nice little hood rat joke. So now we get attacked by both thieves and industrial knights. I just like going for the industrial knights first. It really doesn't matter because they'll all come on screen at the same time very soon. If you like getting rid of the thieves first, because these are, by far in my opinion, two of the most annoying enemies in the game that shoot arrows. They're really hard to hit. Unless, of course, you just play this game a lot and you're really good at taking down enemies like this, they can be fairly annoying. Thankfully, thieves don't throw bombs, and industrial knights don't shoot arrows. So, thank Allah for that. No, just kidding. That's a joke. So, while you're in this cave, and a gold bag drops, because gold bag drops more often than this cave for some reason, I guess to show off the fact that, these creatures exist. You can see here, more creatures come along, try and steal your gold. You can kill them for experience, or you don't kill an enemy for experience, you hit them for experience. There are actually quite a bit of money drops. I'm not sure if money drops more often with thieves or not, but we continue past the one left on the cinder block. So you can see here, you can actually get your money stolen fairly easily. It's pretty much futile once it happens, though. You can chase after them if you want, but like I said, pretty much futile. So once again, we fight more industrial knights and gobs of gobby gob, gobby gob gob, gobness of gobbies gob, gobby gob gob, gobs. They are gobs. Like Fallout 3. No. Shit. Okay. Well, there are a lot of them. Once you get a lot of people in a row like that, I really do recommend using your magic as much as possible, because that can be super useful when you do that. Getting things in a horizontal row in this game is actually really useful. There are a lot of things you can do to make this game easier on yourself. And we're already pretty far in the game, like halfway there after Lava World's done. This is a fairly short game, but it can take a lot longer if you play it the way I do. So right there we get a new combo, XXY. Oh yeah, the ramming attack that stuns them. That's actually a really, oh, I guess I already do have the magic combo. So I suppose I didn't go over that for some reason. Once you get the magic combo, randomly when you're doing XXXY, that little attack, sometimes you will cast your magic, and when that happens, it will do roughly 60 damage. It can be really useful because it will happen randomly pretty much. There's nothing you can do to provoke the happening of magic like that. But it's useful when it happens, and it can be really cool, especially if you're Poison Knight and you can poison people just randomly. So this is one of the more interesting areas in the game, and the final part leading up to the next boss, or the last boss of Lava World. Or not the last boss. Lava World actually goes on for quite a while after this. But now we get introduced to, well, not right now, but later on we get introduced to the ability to become beefy. There it is again. Getting hit midair with the bomb. Third time. I'm gonna make a counter for that shit. That's gonna be what's gonna happen every time I get hit by a bomb. Every freaking time. Mid-air. It has to be mid-air. Otherwise, because I could just make a counter on purpose for that shit. Boosh. Alright, let's continue onward. So, like usual, right here behind us is another feature in the game called cracked walls. You can see when a bomb hits that cracked wall, it will actually get more cracked, and you don't need a bomb to get through it. You can see, it was so close. I could probably just stand in front of it and get them to throw a bomb at me and blow it up. But behind there is another animal orb. You can't actually buy bombs, which, yeah, there he is. You can actually buy bombs at the Thieves store and other stores after it, like the church store and other assorted stores. So this little guy increases your damage, I believe, but like I said, we're not going to be using him all that much. I may try to show off in random little bits aside from the Let's Play where a lot of the animal orbs and more interesting weapons are, not the just every weapon. I probably have one animal orb I like to use quite a bit when I get at a very comfortable level. Probably like level 30 is where I feel myself I'm comfortable to beat the final boss. I know if you're playing in like a group, you'll probably be like level 20 or so when you get to the final boss, but I'm just very comfortable with level 30. So once I get to about there, I'll end up using one of the more interesting animal orbs. Like, I really just like interesting and weird things in video games. That's one of my favorite things to do. Right there, you can see over there, the Industrial Knights can actually hit themselves and hit their allies with their bombs. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's really useful. God, it's just it's so damn smooth to see the Green Knight work. I just love it. I love it so much. It does take a little bit of getting used to, because if you play with other characters in the game for a very long time, you're so used to seeing that, you're so used to seeing him, like, not do that it can get a bit annoying, or it can get a little bit of getting used to. God, I'm so focused right now. I'm sorry that my commentary is probably a little bit shit. So this is the first and last time you'll see, like, a higher level Industrial Knight that takes more hits. Like, he has a fuck ton of HP. And he can drop this, which is actually a pretty useful weapon, but not really. Try explaining this. Grass in a level world. So right there, you can see she's doing that little pose again. So right here, we fight him. This boss is actually really easy. You really have to just use the dimensions to your advantage. You can see right there, if I would have moved down, I wouldn't have taken that much damage. Alright. So right there, I had to use my potion. So he will actually jump across the lava, which he can do. Fuck, alright. I really need to watch myself. So you can't just block all of that. Fuck, alright. I thought he was... This is pretty much the only two stages he has. If you can get him, when he gets to pretty low health, he'll start... Oh, shit. I guess you cannot block that. I don't know why I thought you could. Like, it doesn't fucking make sense that you could block that. Once you get a little further along, he may go into a Berserker mode. Yeah, like that, where he gets a new attack and runs at you. This boss is pretty simple, though. I'm doing quite terribly at him, but besides that, he's fairly easy. Right here, we get a nice little Right here, we get a nice little Terminator reference. And then the fight's over. I'm not sure if you fall into that, if you lose HP or something. I don't even know if you can fall into it or jump into it. So this is one of the more odd arenas, because it legitimately looks like a funeral. If you can't tell what he's about to do, he's about to burn his son's body into lava world. So that joke gets funnier if you actually have the scissors weapon, which is DLC, oddly enough. So now we get our princess. A little theory I have is that if his princess is black, maybe the Poison Knight is black. I don't know. Like, it could be. So for the past few levels, you've been saying, oh yeah, I guess I do have the arenas. So now we've maxed out our magic and going to focus on that. So now we have the final magic. That is one of the more useful magics in the game. I think I'm just going to continue on with Lava World. So you can see here, we do that now, which is really cool. I like that a lot. It does a fuck ton of damage to enemies. which is also really useful. It's also really good for getting out of sticky situations, or if you're in a very large crowd, like in a circle, and they're all hittable. Oh, fuck. Then that can be pretty cool as well. So now we've already leveled up again. Like right there, they just do a lot of damage. Getting my ass handed to me here. Shit. Boosh. It can also make for some really useful combos. Like if you know how to use your magic very well, you can make some pretty tasteful combos out of it. I don't know if rolling over that does you any good, but it does for me. So fuck you. It does kind of get a little bit difficult to know what all kind of magic you have. Like right there is one of my more favorite things to do is jump up and then press Y. Like boosh, boosh, boosh. It's pretty cool. And then again, this is all just how I like playing Castle Crashers. It's how I played the Lightning Knight, so I just got used to using magic a lot, and that's how I like playing. I enjoy using like the Magi sword blades. Holy shit. Alright, sorry about that. One thing about Lava World you really need to look out for is these tiny little lava plumes will launch you up into the air, and that can happen. So one thing interesting about Castle Crashers is that people will telegraph when they're about to use magic, which can be really useful to you because if you're playing in like PvP or online and they start doing this a lot, then they're getting ready to use magic, and that can be a nice little warning sign for you. So right here we get our first introduction to the beefy sandwich, which is indicated via the actual fucking thing on the wall. So once you kill any of these fire... Okay, so welcome back. Sorry about that little jump cut. I just wanted to grind up and get as many as possible because they basically are free. So once you do that, you can activate this. I recommend leaving at least one sandwich behind, so that way when you use it, you can go back and restock. So normally you'd be only able to get about 5, I think, at this point, but I just have more for some reason. Honestly, don't know how to unlock them. I think you have to... I think it's something having to do with arenas on single player, but I'm still not like 100% sure on that. So the fire... Oh, shit. Oh. Well, isn't that awkward? I guess I died. I will meet you guys back at the sandwich cave.